You're all loud. I can't get kicked to do the live stream. Can you check Twitch?
Twitch. Yeah, sure. Twitch. Accept.
Let me send a test out.
Oh, it's been a while. Where am I chat? I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you on Twitch.
24749370739490620 says. Join. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you will know when you find it.
I've had like not too many calories today, which is good. I don't need that many. I've been having way too many.
Oh god. What do they do? After they do this Twitch, this new update, the whole. Okay.
I'm really liking the tavern. The tavern music.
Oh, they have tavern music in the game?
I play tavern music.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, bro, it's so
it's
dead.
like perfect for the scenario. Yeah,
and it's so dead. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, dude? Are you in the Discord, bro?
No, I'm not. I try not to record people's voices in the Discord.
You know
Okay. That's fair.
I listen to like ambience of.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing.
I grew a bunch of wheat over here.
Oh hell yeah!
And I've been mining like fucking crazy. I got us a bunch of cassiterite.
Yeah, Twitch is working.
And
some music.
what else did I do? I mined a shit ton of lead.
I don't hear any music.
Yeah, I've just been trying to knock it out. I'm getting ready to go for a mining run right now.
Six. I'm gonna cook a little more. Keep you guys fed.
Cookie says. Sup.
What's up, Cookie? I'll be cooking for a second.
Hey guys. Hey dude.
Alright. What's up, Cookie? We're just cooking. Mm. 2020.
Coming up.
Bluemeat says, I liked.
Oh, thanks. What's up, man? How you guys doing? Let me see. Oh no. We should watch some YouTube together. I just don't want to like ruin the like the theme or the ambiance of just playing the game. But I usually like watching YouTube.
Talk about there it is. Yo,
Yo.
you want me to harvest all this wheat real quick, big dog?
Yeah, handle it.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do that. I'll bring it to you.
Sick, bro. No. We go check on these chickens. Checking on the chickens. Where'd all the chickens go? Bro, no way. Bro, did somebody kill our chickens? Or do our chickens disappear? Trying to figure out if they are harvested. Hold on. Flax. Dude, why does this look like fiber? $22 silver. So how many hours in game must go by for silver to start being collected or spawning in our inventory again? That's the question. Because I was only gone for a few hours. Did somebody kill our chickens? Do we harvest them or what?
No, they were just here a second ago.
Yeah, our chickens are.
But they weren't producing any eggs. I noticed that. So maybe somebody noticed that and they were like, or they were just glitched out.
Yeah, there used to be like.
There was a
ton.
bajillion chickens like an hour ago.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I literally just got off, went to the gym, and came back, and now they're gone. That's crazy.
Yeah, same. I kind of left right now and came back right now. Coward mill. Alright. He is right there. We're just a bajillion. Looks like wheat seeds growing finally. Oh shit. I should be really going around hunting chickens right now. There's no point for me to collect branches unless I'm building something if I'm cooking with fiber. Because the fiber from each berry bush is basically enough to cook all the berries plus any meat that I get. What's this guy put over here? We got some horses. Yeah. Let me check this out. Put these real quick. Here's our feathers.
He said the only one I have is dirty. The sun's not out right now, that's the reason I did this.
Fucking chefing it up is kind of peaceful, not gonna lie. When I used to play this game, Ark Survival Evolved, and I always liked having like niche little things to do. Like one of them was cooking. My friend was actually better at it because he'd do like crafting recipes. But I always like making like berries with insane like stats, like berry foods. Like you'd eat like they'd eat a recipe, and the berries would just give you stamina for hours. That you just shove a bunch of berries inside of a. I think recipes in Ark is a little more advanced now, but at the time when I was playing with my friends, recipes would just be like you either follow a specific recipe or you just shove a whole bunch of stuff inside of a jar and you click, make, and it would generate something. And usually the strat was to stuff as much food inside of a pot as you can and just, create a recipe. Big pellet. Where's my flint knives? What happened to all our items, dude? We had so much shit. We have thin leather, so we can make a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yo, I got all that wheat for you. I'm just gonna drop it off in here.
Sick, bro. I think you can put it in like the mill right here, I think. The grain mill. Hell yeah. Good shit, bro.
Yeah, I got like 3 more stacks.
3 more? Can you put it in this thing? This pantry or no?
Yeah, it filled the pantry up.
Cool. Dude, sick, bro. You're the man. I'm gonna take these seeds, go put them in the
Yes,
house.
sir. I'm gonna start growing the next batch. Am I good to just fill up this all of these?
Yeah, whatever
wheat?
you want to do to be productive, man. I mean, it's just alpha if you wanted to. You could just leave it and you can go fight if you want, but it does help if you grow it,
Yes, sir. I just want to make sure all the boys are fed. I think we're gonna go for a mining run if I can get this Pope Snope guy back on.
Alright, for sure. That'd be fun. Let me look. How many planks we got? I mean, you might as well take planks and nails and build staircases.
Yeah. I agree, yeah.
Pack saddle. Chainmail armor, thick leather. Javelin, iron spear, iron mace. That looks cool. Iron broadaxe. 2-handed weapons. That fucking looks so cool. Oh my god, I want that so bad. Wood, blank, rosin. Or how do I get rosin? It looks like there's fighting going on up north, but I kind of want to hang out a little bit because I need to do some hunting of the chickens. So I'm gonna do that. Wait, can I use a stone spear to kill this thing? Hold on. Oh, it ran, really. Chicken shit, deer. Let's see. There's got to be like a charge up on it, right? It's kind of too close to a wolf. We'll get the next one. Plus, there's chickens up here. What's up, Bobo? Good to see you again. I don't think that wolf can move. It's actually good for me to kill it. Actually go behind it. Let me see. Sick. Get these berries too for the fiber and the berries. Sick. Where'd that rabbit go? There was just a rabbit like right here. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna risk this spear. Let me see if I can't hit it. I hit it, but it doesn't one shot, unfortunately. If only a one shot. Oops. There's a chicken over there. There's also a wolf. Why is there a wolf staring at me? Sick. Who are these guys? Food? I think I've reached my silver cap probably. Oops. Ah, fuck. Oh, there's like fucking a shit ton of rabbits around here. Was there a rabbit around here bouncing around? Thought I saw a rabbit bouncing around out here. Am I tripping? Am I seeing stuff? Might be seeing stuff. Oh, my tool broke. Oh well. Oh heck yeah. Easy kill.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following Poeps Noim.
Thank you, Pops Nopes. Appreciate the follow. It just is.
I hear what you're saying. It just is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Damn, I wish I had a fucking wingman to play this game with.
It is like humid in this house right now.
It's like hot. It's like ass hot, huh? Yeah. It's a little hot in the house. Damn, that took some time to make all that meat.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following Boy Conroy.
What's up, Conroy?
Boy Conroy says, sub boss.
Not much. We're just doing a little chefing out here. Cooking some food. Let me look at the map. Let me tell you what's going on. There's not a whole lot of fighting right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's like skirmishes between like a couple of people at a time at the border, but it's like it's not worth going and losing kids. There we go. So we are just cooking right now. Let's let this stuff finish cooking and then we'll cook the last few things. Excuse me. Little hiccup. What's up, Connor? What are you doing? Thinking about just putting on a YouTube video for some background. Let me see this. I don't want to do anything political on a stream, but at the same time, I kind of do because I like that kind of stuff. And I'm doing this on my wide screen stream. So if you're watching from a short, you gotta click on one of the links, alternate links. Because I'm streaming on multiple platforms, I just can't highlight which platform. There we go. Oh no! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Almost whiffed that. That was a skill shot right there, and I almost missed it. Oop. I don't want to eat any of this stuff. Sick. Rest these berries away. That's where all the healthy food's at, all the good. Oh, you know what I can do? I can go get some more grilled fish. What's up, boy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Do some fishing?
Hell yeah, brother. I'm still trying to get this fool on, bro, so we can go hit the mines. He's over here bullshitting. He said he was gonna get on.
Damn, he's just messing with you.
I swear.
What are we watching on YouTube? Dude, I totally spaced that I got that too. I killed that thing. Not really. I kind of didn't want to pick it up because of the hide, but I did forget about it. Dude, I need a bigger fish. Need bigger fishes. I'm gonna watch some Asmongold. Asmongold was playing this game a while ago.
Told Trump in May that his name is a mini in the Epstein files. A lot of people are going to tell you, oh, that's old news. We knew he was in the flight logs. We knew he was in these phone records.
Knew that.
But that's not what we're talking about. Those were already public. Jeffrey's Black Book, that was already out there. This is a new review of documents that we're talking about. We're going to go through all of it. And we're going to start with Trump actually being asked directly if he was told by his attorney general whether he was mentioned in the Epstein files. And he says, no.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing.
So there we have Trump denying being told that his name was in the Epstein files. But a lot of people were wondering, well, then why are you acting so weird with these files?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
It's pretty boring stuff that were made
He
up.
is acting weird, bro. Like, if he's not guilty, he's sure doing a good job acting like he's guilty. He's doing a great job acting like he's guilty.
By Obama.
Luckily, we unearthed an interview where Trump actually hints to the fact that he was in fact told that he was in the Epstein files and that it was all fake stuff.
They've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me.
Now, that file review is going to be separate from what we talked about with the flight logs, the Black Book, things like that. According to the Wall Street Journal, when the Justice Department officials reviewed what Attorney General Pam Bondi called a truckload of documents...
Coffee's extremely biased against Trump. Take whatever he says with a grain of salt.
Ooh, what was that?
I mean, I don't know whether he is or not. I mean, I just think talking...
Medium-sized
like,
fish? Nice.
In my opinion... It's not about Trump. Like, it's a lot bigger than Trump. Trump is just like, it's just one person. Like, this is, it's an ongoing, it is an indicator of a commutation of justice and like a lack of justice.
That just spawned right in front
That's
of me.
really the problem. That's really the issue. Trump is like one part of that. It's not the main thing.
Another fish just spawned right in front of me.
Related to Epstein earlier this year, they discovered that Donald Trump's name appeared multiple times, according to senior administration officials. So, if you remember Phase 1, right?
Yeah.
Phase 1 was a big scandal because Pam Bondi released these files, but it turned out that these files were an incomplete list of mostly already released stuff. So what did she actually release? Well, she released the flight log and she released the contact book. Then what happened? Well, Pam Bondi, super embarrassed, reached out to Kash Patel and said, hey, I need a bunch of new files. This is not enough. Give us more. She went on Fox News, started talking about, oh, I've got this truckload of documents that is separate from the flight log, from the Black Book, that we're going to review and release to the American public.
Looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names. And we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived.
Will everything else be made public?
It's always about protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know.
So there we clearly see there were...
Total bullshit. Total bullshit.
Two separate reviews that happened. First, there's the disclosure in Phase 1 of kind of the stuff everyone knew. And then Pam Bondi goes, oh, we got a truckload of new documents. We're going to review those and release those. And that's the review that flagged a bunch of times that Donald Trump's name appeared in here, and that's when they changed their story. Why is this a big deal? Previously, the appearance in the flight logs and the Black Book were the only appearances we really had of the president. There
were a lot of people that were in the flight logs that probably weren't implicated in any bad behavior. Like, I don't even understand why this is even being discussed. Like, Jeffrey Epstein was like a massive socialite. He interacted with everybody. It's not like just because he interacted with somebody means that they went to his island to fuck kids. It's like it's such a red herring. I don't even understand why it's being discussed. How is it that you have 10,000 hours of footage, but you're not able to identify anybody in that footage?
Nothing else related to Trump there. It's also notable because Senator Dick Durbin said that the FBI was explicitly instructed to flag Trump's name if it came up in the files.
Attorney General's pressure on FBI to quickly review and produce more Epstein documents as promised. These officials were told to, quote, flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned.
Right. They had a new review where thousands of FBI agents combed through these things, flagging the president's name anywhere it appeared in this truckload of new documents.
It's like, you know, for a fucking fact. And here's what's so weird to me about this is that, like, Epstein died in 2019. That means that Trump had over a year to, like, get rid of any of this stuff. So by the time that Biden took office in 2021, anything that was super incriminating could have been already removed. He died? I mean, I think he died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Whether he killed himself or somebody killed him, I'm pretty sure he's dead, right? I mean, do people think he's alive now?
And that is what we're talking about here. These are new revelations, new pieces of evidence about our president's possible involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Of course, what are these files? That's what we all want to know, right? Unfortunately, it's being heavily covered up and heavily blocked. Obviously, one answer is the Wall Street Journal's prior reporting on this letter that Trump supposedly, allegedly wrote to Epstein, which talks about a secret that they both share. It's worth noting that the president said he was going to and then did sue the Wall Street Journal over this. He's seeking $10 billion about this. But
I don't know. Like, I didn't really cover that. It's hard to say. I mean, if he's automatically coming out guns blazing suing them, like, I probably assume the letter's bullshit. But, I mean, I guess we're going to have to find out.
The most interesting thing about the case is that the Wall Street Journal, its original claim was that this birthday book letter was all in the DOJ's possession earlier.
Yeah, somebody says Trump's name appeared has no meaning beyond optics. We don't know squat. It's just red meat for the rabble. I think you're totally right. I think that they're intentionally leaving it to be opaque and abstract on purpose in order to bait people into coming to the conclusion that his name appearing in the Epstein files implies guilt. I think that's very clearly what they're doing. Like, mainstream media, clever? It's not really. It's just, it's basic, like, surface level manipulation. But I think it works with most people.
It would have been part of this truckload of new evidence unless it was destroyed. And so one of the best ways to disprove or prove the existence of this thing would just be opening up the Epstein files, which is part of the reason it's so sketchy that they're not doing it. If you're saying that this reporting is false, if you're saying that this birthday book did not exist, then why not just release the files where this birthday letter was supposedly contained? In fact, in this story, we actually have breaking news. Epstein's victim's lawyer now says that the estate of Epstein are actually in possession of this birthday book containing Trump's letter and would be willing to turn it over to authorities. So we'll have to see where that goes.
Possession of that birthday book.
Yeah, I represent.
Executors of the estate are in possession of that book.
So already, if true, not only is that a kill
shot. Wait a minute. You just, that's two separate things. He said they're in possession.
I'm trying to stay away from the mines because there's a bug right now.
Does that mean the letter
that,
is in the book?
If you
this
DC
is the kind
in the
of
mines,
language. See, this is the
you
kind
could
of
potentially
shit
be kicked out of the
people
game.
get away with because
For
nobody
like the
knows
duration
English
of it.
anymore.
Yeah, like you just load into a
Every
black
single
screen.
time they use these words, and these people are not
like,
stupid. But they think that you're stupid, and that's why they talk like this.
I still want to do it.
All right.
At
least we don't have to draw straws.
Of our president in the Epstein files, which are now being covered up. Another big part of this cover-up story has been our government literally shutting down early to avoid a vote on the release of the Epstein files. This is because there were a bunch of representatives ready to vote actually in a bipartisan way on the release of the Epstein files. And a lot of Republicans...
Which, by the way, one of the guys, Ro Khanna, I think that's his name, who was like trying to tack on the Epstein release onto some bullshit crypto bill. I criticized that pretty heavily, but then afterwards he came up with his own separate legislation that was supported by also, I think, Thomas Massey as well, and to have it released as an independent line item, and I totally support that. I think that I don't like the tacking on bullshit to a bill in order to try to score political points in order to like, oh, well, there's this massive defense bill spending, but there's also cancer kid research, so if you decline it, then you hate kids with cancer. Like, that's obviously manipulation, and it shouldn't work that way. But at the same time, I do think all of the information should be released. In my opinion,
you know where all of our
release
sinews
everything. Release everything. And the only reason why I think that they shouldn't is if they have genuine 100% certainty that it was altered or something was inaccurate and made to be inaccurate.
Splintered off from the party line of not releasing it, backing the president. Speaker Mike.
I mean, again, like Biden withheld it for 4 years.
We had
Trump
so
withheld it for 1 year whenever he was the president the first time. Like, this isn't like this is a partisan issue because Trump made it a partisan issue by running on it and talking about it a lot, and then putting people in his cabinet that were adamant about releasing it, like Kash Patel. And also, even J.D. Vance said to release it, his vice president, on Theo Von's podcast. So, like, it's not a partisan issue, but Trump has made it a partisan issue.
Johnson, because he was fearing this, announced he was cutting short the week's legislative business and sending the House home early for the summer to avoid having to hold votes on releasing the files. I can't think of something more sick than stonewalling the release of files related to a trafficker to try to protect the people implicated in it. I can't think of something more disgusting, except for the hypocrisy that it also represents, because previously, the same guy went on Benny Johnson's show, a conservative commentator, and said he was totally open to releasing the files and would vote on it.
Subpoenaing the Epstein documents from the DOJ, whether you would support.
We saw this.
I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent in this. Look, Reagan used to tell us we should trust the American people. I believe in that principle. I know President Trump does as well.
I don't.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide it.
Right. We should trust the American people until it's time to release it and actually vote on it, and then you shut everything down early to avoid it. Now, later, Mike Johnson came out and said he doesn't want to be lectured on transparency by the Democrats who didn't release the files when they were in power. You see a similar line coming from the White House about this.
Democrats have now seized on this as if they ever wanted transparency when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, which is an suggestion for any Democrat to make.
Now, to this, I just have to say, they're scoring political points now, saying release the files, just like you guys scored political points when you were the party that wasn't in power.
Exactly. We need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
But the people who actually care about this issue, we just want the files out. So, you know,
this is what's so weird about it is that, like, I don't care about whether it's Democrats or Republicans that are implicated at all. I just want the files released, and I want the people that are in the files to be investigated. And I agree with whoever the fuck that guy, I think it was Tim Burchett, one of the congressmen here. He said we should hang him. I like that. You need the really kitchen idea.
No, I'm gonna go hunting.
So. An easy way you can prevent having the other side score political points by saying, "Hey,
we have a 30 jerky, so we could like sell. We could sell stuff now. But if you bring me common meat, I'll make jerky. If you bring me anything else, I'll just pick and roast it.
We're right after the reporting on the birthday letter about Trump and Epstein's supposed secret.
So I can make trench bread.
All of a sudden, like a snap, Pam Bondi comes out and goes, "Oh, we gotta."
Here's why. By the way, here's one of the reasons why I think it's kind of bullshit.
So what you have to do is you have to get a donkey and put it over here.
Okay.
Right.
It wasn't a secret at all.
I'm cooking something.
It was fucking obvious that Jeffrey Epstein was getting it on with young girls. Trump just said it. So how the fuck is this a secret that they're whispering about whenever he's saying it in interviews?
Eat that.
We got to unseal the grand jury transcripts, despite knowing that there's almost zero chance of that happening. And of course, today we find out that it was denied because they had literally no grounds to do it. It's like not something courts do for a public interest. In fact, the irony of that whole stunt to pretend to be transparent was that the Epstein survivors, which supposedly these people care about so much, were not told, they were not informed that this grand jury information was going to be unsealed. So ironically, despite saying that they want to protect the survivors of Epstein, what they really want to protect are the third parties implicated in all of this, which is why they won't release.
They want to protect their own interests.
The Epstein files they could release right now, 100%. Which is all in their possession, these thousands of documents that they have. In fact, the attempts to distract from the real issue of the Epstein files not being released, the cover-up that's clearly happening, it's actually been breathtaking. In fact, it compelled Trump to release 230,000 pages of documents on MLK's assassination, which I guess is fine.
That's good, but like, what about the whole fucking, like, an island, right? I mean, like, that's good. And hey, by the way, again, I said complaining about this and malding works, right? We've been malding. It's been working. Keep malding.
2 minutes.
The files could be fabricated. Well, yeah, you're going to have to cross-reference them and verify their authenticity.
It's at 3 minutes. Of course. I feel like it's already been 3 minutes.
The conspiracy now? Why are all the conspiracies revealed decades later when we can't hold anyone accountable? But at the time the conspiracies may be happening.
You just answered your question.
All of a sudden it's, oh, well, no, we can't possibly do that. Now, there's another performative thing you should be aware of, and that's the meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell that's supposedly going to happen.
This happened today. We're going to talk about that after this.
Now says they're going to actually talk to Ghislaine directly. Quote, I have communicated with the counsel for Miss Maxwell to determine whether she would be willing to speak with prosecutors from the department. This is confirmed by Maxwell's attorney, who says, I can confirm we are in discussions with the government and that Ghislaine will always testify truthfully. We are grateful to President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth in this case. Why is this deeply concerning? Because the idea had been floated that there would be a public testimony to Congress under oath by Maxwell. But this is not that. This is a private meeting with the same people who have been sweeping this issue under the rug the entire time. And what is Ghislaine really focusing on? What is she actually trying to get? She's trying to get immunity. We already know she's trying to get the president's attention and say, hey, you guys kind of screwed me. You wouldn't want to be seen as, you know,
no way,
not being
dude,
a man of your word. You've seen those like vaguely threatening public statements by Maxwell. So what exactly are they going to get out of this? She's totally incentivized to clear everyone from this administration rather than get the truth out. Now,
He brings up a great point. And logically, there's no way that I can say that isn't true, especially if it's only being done by one party. I think he's right about this. That's true.
Say we actually have inside information on this because recently a bunch of world leaders have been meeting with not journalists, but get this, podcasters to talk about the world affairs of the day.
Yeah.
Podcaster Tim Dillon talks about his dinner with what turns out to later be J.D. Vance and some other people where they discussed the affairs of Epstein and stuff like that. And he floats the idea of Maxwell testifying.
Ghislaine must speak. She should testify before Congress.
Yeah.
A couple of the people at the dinner, again, it was a small dinner, 3 or 4 people.
As I said, my dream scenario. Trump makes mandatory attendance every member of the Senate and Congress. He has her testify in front of all of them. And before she starts, he locks the doors. And as she reads out the names, the police come in and they escort every person out of the room as she reads their names. Totally like Saddam Hussein style. Yep, the Saddam strat. That's right. That would be fucking insane. And hey, that would be crazy content, right? Insane content.
That might have been because I wasn't.
They said that is not on the table at the moment, but it's not impossible. Nobody's super jazzed about it.
So the administration appears to have told Tim Dillon in a private meeting that, yeah, we really don't love the idea of her testifying. But apparently they love the idea of meeting her privately to talk to her behind closed doors where we can't know what is said. Speaking to the only person who's ever been punished at all for Epstein's crimes and whose only incentive is to her.
I think that it's true that you shouldn't take her testimony as a fact. Like, you shouldn't listen to what she's saying like 100% and be like, okay, this is absolutely true and she's totally telling the truth. I think there's a good chance that she's lying about a lot of what she's going to say. Really, it's not about necessarily what she's saying. It's about where she tells you to look.
Dude, no way. That's awesome.
If that makes sense.
Get immunity and get off the hook for all of this. So I obviously think this is a terrible idea. I think it's more of the same cover-up. Until they release these files, they're finished. And interestingly, Tim Dillon, the guy at this dinner with the administration, actually said as much.
I think if they do not release everything they have, they are done. If they do not release, and I told them that, you need to release...
More than that, human sacrifices. And I mean it. If someone doesn't, if there are not at least a number of people that get implicated in this, the public bloodthirst will not be sated. There is a public bloodthirst for this. People want blood. And if he doesn't give it, they're going to be upset.
Let me look.
Am I wrong?
How do we make mead?
Everything you have. Yeah, of course. Doesn't take a political analyst to tell you you need to release the file. But of course, that seems to be the one thing they refuse to do. They'll do anything. They'll release MLK files. They'll probably tell you their aliens exist just to avoid releasing the Epstein files. And that is the actually most incriminating part of all of it. It has been the reaction, not the files themselves, that has made this look so bad. The unhinged response to just simple demands for following up on their words, saying they were going to release the Epstein files. Then it's, we looked.
We need public sacrifices on both sides, too. I think we need as many as possible.
Where the hell am I?
President's name a bunch, and now we're not going to show you what's in there. That makes us all assume the worst about what's actually in here. So ultimately, look, I just believe we should get transparency. Obviously, there's a lot we don't know here, but a lot that has also been coming out, and it all paints a much darker picture than we previously knew.
When you click pay in full,
I think that it's obvious that Trump is implicated in some way. I would be willing to believe that Trump had an idea that it was going on. I would not be immediately willing to believe that Trump was doing it himself. I would require more proof than that. But I do think that in the same way that everybody in Hollywood knew about Harvey Weinstein, everybody in music knew about Diddy, I bet everybody in this echelon knew about Jeffrey Epstein. I bet they all kind of knew that it was happening, but it was kind of like a hush-hush, let's not talk about this type situation. So, I would need more proof than that. And I don't think that them saying his name being in the files is problematic. But Coffee bringing up the fact that the FBI was directed to say if his name was in the files or not to him implies that, why would you do that if you weren't guilty? Trump knows that the public doesn't give a damn about the truth. There's the video. I've been watching CoffeeZilla's videos about this topic a lot. I mean, I'm really glad to see that, he's using his, investigative reporting skills on something. I mean, like, as much as crypto scams matter, right? I mean, I think this is a much bigger fucking scam, and it's a much bigger issue, right? And so, yeah, there we go. You watch his last one. I might look at it tomorrow, right? I mean, we're going with these one at a time, but this is the one that I've seen so far. And this is, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, make sure to give the video a like and give him a sub. I like this guy a lot. And I've been watching him for quite a while. This isn't even an investigation. It's just tabloid journalism. It's tabloid journalism. Yeah, well, tabloid journalism is better than cover-ups, isn't it? So if you don't want to have tabloid journalism, then maybe you should release the files and set the record straight. Problem solved. I'll be right back. It would be crazy, though, if they announced that there were aliens to distract people from this. The funny thing is, I think it would work. Anyway, so this is what happened today. They did interview her.
So, former Biden Chief of Staff Ryan Klain getting candid with the GOP lawmakers investigating what insiders knew about Biden's cognitive decline. Klain told them Biden appeared tired and ill at that fateful debate, but they never saw him take Ambien like Hunter Biden claimed. Klain also revealed that Hillary Clinton top advisor Jake Sullivan sounded the alarm on Biden's political viability months before he dropped out. Fox News contributor and GW law professor Jonathan Turley joins us now. Okay, so part of this is
we're just going to scout and go fuck about this.
Charge.
So, Professor, I want to get your take on another story, and that's the Epstein files. And it looks like the administration is taking this very serious. When you send the deputy attorney general to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, I think they want full control of this. This is what her brother is saying in a statement. She would be putting before a court material new evidence that was not available to the defense at her 2021 trial.
Why not?
Which would have had a significant impact.
Why wasn't it there?
On its outcome. Is she going to get something in return? I mean, there's really no motivation to talk with the feds unless she gets some type of deal.
Yeah.
What could that deal be?
Right, Lawrence, that's really the key question here. There is a thing called a 5K 1.1 motion that the Justice Department can file for cooperation to reduce a sentence. That's usually when someone is a key witness in the prosecution of a third party. The defense can also go to...
Yeah, I would do that 100%, by the way. I know people might criticize this, but as I said, I'm a utilitarian, pragmatic person. I would easily commute her sentence if it meant putting 10 other people in jail. Instantaneously.
Court and ask for a reduction based on new evidence.
Easiest decision of my
life.
life.
We haven't seen that. She was convicted and given 20 years. And so the question is, if there's something there, why haven't they revealed it
even more
so far? The third possibility is a commutation, more likely than a pardon from the president, maybe at the end of his term, if she is a highly cooperative witness. So all of those are possibilities for Maxwell. The question is what she has. I was surprised in speaking with a member of the legal defense team.
Somebody says, no, she shouldn't get off. She was as bad as him. I don't deal in shoulds. I deal in effectiveness. Would you rather have 10 people arrested or 1 person arrested? I'd rather have 10 people arrested. Simple.
A couple days ago,
simple.
When they said the
Common
reports
sense.
that she had been previously interviewed by federal and state prosecutors, investigators, was not true. That she had never been interviewed. Yes, and despite all of these past investigations. And
how is this, bro? Like, yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? You never asked her? What the hell is going on?
Scandal. I was really taken aback by that. So if that's true, she could be an untapped source of new information.
How do you not even ask her?
What is that information? Is it just salacious, or is it something more that would reveal criminal conduct?
Jonathan, this is new information for me, and so
they never even They never even interviewed her.
With me, but how do you prosecute someone without doing an interview? I mean, that's like investigative procedure 101.
Well, they're saying that she had interaction, no doubt, in her own prosecution. But when I asked whether she had sat down with investigators, and there were so many investigations on state and federal level, and I said, are you saying that she was never called forth to give information, either in the state or federal systems? And they said no, that she has.
No, what the hell is Julian cursing?
It's just like, come on, man. Come on.
Julian, are you okay?
Trying to hide it.
Jules, do you want us
to been left?
Do we have to log on to a different game and beat up somebody?
Incompetent? I don't think that this is incompetence.
Well, ask Julian
these
if we have to
past
long on again.
investigations. So the question is, what does she still have? And also, why didn't she reveal it before? She had every motivation in the world, if she could trade something, to do so before she was sentenced to 20 years.
Wow. So part 2 is going to happen today. The Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, is going to go back to interview her. Now, he said after this interview, he'll decide if they are going to come to the public with the findings of that. So we look forward to hearing that.
I think that if they want to commit to earning the public's trust back, they need to have noted members of the Democrat Party be present during the interview. Because I think if it's only one party interviewing her, everybody is going to think that they're just trying to stack the deck against the people that they disagree with. Like, I'm not even saying that they have to live stream it. And I can understand why they wouldn't want to. It would be because maybe she would say something that is a lie, and then it could potentially destabilize everything because she said this, but it turned out to not be true. So, like, I understand the logical reason not to live stream it, but I don't understand the logical reason not to have both parties present to maintain a degree of transparency. I think you need that.
Professor, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thank you.
And so there it is, right? Or she can expose victims' names. Yeah, exactly. Like, she could say anything that they could maybe not necessarily predict. But, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I mean, I don't know necessarily whether this is going to happen or not, but let me see if I can pull this one up and if there's any new information about this. It might be the same thing, but we'll go back and look at it. More than 51% of people having power on the list. Well, I don't know yet. The funniest shit just happened on Yeet. Let me see here. What is this? Actually, I'll look at it. Well, it seems like this is probably about all the same stuff, right? Yeah, it seems like this is about the same stuff. So we'll see what happens if, what do you call it? If this stuff actually gets released. But it seems like right now that it's not being released yet. And so we're going to have to wait around and see what happens. So I'll look and I'll find out. And if there's anything else going on, Hollow Live. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I'll see if there's any of this stuff with this here. And where did it go? Is there any new information about this? I'm going to look it up right now. And provides Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and the DOJ with information of 100... Wait, what? Hold up. What? 100 people? Oh my fucking God. That's an assload of fucking people. Okay, give me a minute. Let's look at this. This is brand new. With 100 people linked to Jeffrey Epstein. And also, by the way, people linked to could, like, I mean, technically, by definition, could also just be including victims as well. So don't get too excited, but we'll see what happens. 99 will be innocent? Well, I don't know. And David Oscar Marcus, Maxwell's attorney, said that she was asked about every possible thing you could imagine, everything. This was the first opportunity she's ever been given to answer questions about what happened. The truth will come out about what happened with Mr. Epstein and the person who's answering those questions. Oh, boy. The real question is, why wasn't she questioned before? Yeah, I wonder why. Anyway, let's see here. Gave details on 100 different people. Oh, my God.
Sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has ended. This as critics are calling for more transparency. New at 2, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's meeting with convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell has ended. This as critics are calling for more transparency in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Welcome back as we head into hour 2 of America Reports. I'm Sandra Smith in New York, and Bill, great to have you here today.
Great to be with you as well, Sandra. I'm Bill Malugin in Los Angeles. John Roberts has the day off. That meeting Sandra just mentioned just wrapped up moments ago. Maxwell was escorted back to the prison from the courthouse in Tallahassee. Her attorney said they had a, quote, productive meeting with Blanche, but details of their talks still remain under wraps right now.
How convenient.
All right, Fox Team coverage is at the ready. Chief Legal Correspondent Shannon Bream is live here in New York City, standing by with analysis. But first, let's get to our Justice Correspondent, David Spunt. He's got the latest from Washington for us. So, David, what else did Maxwell's attorney say?
It won't matter at this point because now the cat's out of the bag. If she gave them 100 names, that's 100 leads.
Well, he said a lot. We wish we could
think about it. If 100 names have already been given, that's at least 3 people that know about it. It's her, the attorney, and the person interviewing her.
Be in and hear what was said in the actual meeting. This meeting was a lot shorter than it was yesterday, but this was a 2-day event.
Yeah.
The highlight, though, it appears that her team wants a pardon. Watch.
Here's what's going to be really convenient. All 100 of the people are all going to be Democrats. Isn't that crazy?
We're going to take one day at a time. I know that's very cliche, but it's true because things are happening so quickly.
Wow.
We haven't spoken to the president or anybody about a pardon just yet. And you know, listen, the president this morning said he had the power to do so. We hope he exercises that power in the right and just way.
But the president leaving the White House today was asked directly about a pardon or commutation.
Yeah, he didn't even know about that shit. Like, obviously, right? And so anyway, Gil was saying rape minors too. Wow, what a surprise. And so this is the 100 people.
Department plan to do with everything Ghislaine Maxwell told them yesterday and today. Her lawyer says she answered questions about roughly 100 people during her meetings with Deputy Attorney General and former personal attorney to President.
Oh, that's very different. Answering questions about 100 people, gave details on 100 people. Okay.
President Trump, Todd Blanche. CNN Chief Legal Affairs Correspondent Paula Reed is with us on this. She is tracking all of the details. Do we know anything else about what they discussed, Paula?
Well, we're learning a little bit, but there's still more questions than answers. We know the two sides met today for about 3 hours. After talking through the day yesterday, once again, her lawyer said she answered every question that she was asked. She did not invoke privilege. And when really pressed on exactly what she's being asked about, her lawyer said that they've asked about every single possible thing you can imagine, but then revealed that she was asked about maybe 100 different people. She answered questions about everybody and did not hold anything back. I think that's sort of the biggest headline we've gotten out of these meetings so far. He was also asked about, where he sees all this going. Let's take a listen to what he said.
We don't know how it's going to play out. We just know that this was the first opportunity.
Well, there it is. Dead man switch police. I don't know. Quick bait call. Well, I don't know. Release the interview. Yeah, I wonder what she said, man. I do. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, man. Not a single state or federal prosecutor, including Martin Comey, ever bothered to interview her. I mean, if nobody interviewed her at all, gave DOJ info on 100 people, giving to her lawyer, no. Shoot. I don't think that this is a... Like, in my opinion, I don't think this is as big as people are making it out to be, because they probably just asked about 100 people, and then she probably said yes or no to some of them, probably no to most of them. Now, this is what I think this is the probability, right? Is that she will probably not implicate Trump, because if she does so, then Trump will say that she's compromised and not pardon her. That's just probably how this is going to play out. So even if Trump is implicated, he's not going to be stated by her, because then she won't get a pardon. Well, like, the probability of her getting a pardon is extremely low, right? It's very uncommon. Sure, bud? Well, no, I'm saying, like, like, if you were her, if you were in her position, wouldn't that be what you would do? Is that you give them the names of the people that, maybe obviously, like, if there's one person that is holding your freedom over your head, would you want to name that person as being a pedo? No, fucking obviously not. It's common sense. Obviously, she wouldn't do that. Anybody would do this just acting in their own... Like, the way that I think is I put myself in somebody else's truth matters, not to her. Do you think the truth matters to her whenever she was sex trafficking a bunch of young kids? I don't think she cares about the truth. She doesn't care about anything. So, no, she cares about staying alive and existing and being able to do what she wants. Literal corruption? Absolutely. No, absolutely. I would be fine settling with at least some of them getting arrested. Now, I'm just being realistic and saying that I think that's the way it's going to play out.
Yeah.
I do. Does anybody really disagree with this? Because I think that's the reality, is that the probability of her actually going and ratting out Trump is extremely fucking low. Yeah, it's self-preservation. Yes, exactly. Even if you are pragmatic, you'd leave Trump's name out, say Trump, nothing gets out, leave him out, everyone else goes to jail. Yeah, that's basically it. It's stupid, but we'll see what happens. And they asked her questions for 9 hours over 2 days. Holy shit, that's a lot. Oh my God. Do you think she mentioned the prince? I have no idea. No one goes to jail. You and I both know it. Well, hopefully there's a reason why they don't go to jail. And I would say what I would hope that reason would be. But we'll see what happens. She's not some echelon of truth. She's a pedo lying bitch. She is, but if she can provide proof for it, then it's important to make sure that we know what she's saying. If she wants any chance at a pardon, she won't implicate Trump. Yeah, exactly.
It could be financial, and I don't know that it's purely political. It could be. But my concern is, if it is political, then everyone should be concerned. People on the right should be concerned. People on the left should be concerned. Because it's very clear that if it is political, this is the dismantling of our democracy. This is the dismantling.
Our president is far more implicated in the Epstein files.
Who's around there? What is happening?
And they're censoring the protests? So are there actual big protests going on? UK protests? Wait, why is nobody talking about this? What the fuck? They're getting censored? We have it bad here? Well, let's take a look at some of these.
Rain has really dampened things down. Until a short time ago,
they're gonna melt.
There were hundreds and hundreds of people here protesting outside the Brook Hotel. We're on the outskirts of Norwich, very much against the fact that asylum seekers are being put up inside that hotel. Then on the other...
Big mistake, bro. You got people that are homeless, but you're dealing with asylum seekers? You're worrying about asylum seekers? Why don't you give asylum to the people that are living in the country that can't fucking afford shit? Why don't you give them asylum first? Then maybe you can think about the guys that live somewhere else. That's just me.
The side of the road, on the other side of the roundabout, was a group of people very much in support of those people who've come to this country, many of them on small boats. They actually left already. That was a planned ending at 3:15 before the rain really began. But actually, it had been going pretty peacefully. They were separated by the main road until, according to reports, someone from those supporting those inside the hotel crossed the road. They had their face apparently covered in a balaclava, and that caused an enormous surge of fury with the protesters on this side pushing against the police, shouting.
Surely nothing bad will ever come of this, right? Surely there's no way this is going to turn into a problem, right? There's
swearing,
no way.
And then there was a surge maybe 100 meters or so up the road, and it appeared that someone was going to be arrested,
good. I thought
and
so.
Possibly a decision was made
I was worried for a minute
to do that. Since then, we've heard people coming past, beeping their horns in support.
It's like Kingdom of Heaven, bruv.
You can hear that now, but far fewer people here than there were. Now, I did have a chance to speak to some people, many reluctant to go on camera, and certainly those supporting those in the hotel, none of those would speak to us. But I did speak to a man named David, a father of an 8-year-old boy.
I'm gonna
He's
keep
from
stocking
a couple of
up
miles
food and
away in
shit.
Cossey in Norwich.
That's just
And
what I
he
like to do.
said
I can
that
be more
he's a
productive
veteran.
here.
He knows a lot of people who are homeless, that they have nowhere to stay. He himself cannot get a dentist. The people in this hotel are able to get a dentist. He said that
they're completely right. There shouldn't be any. If you can't afford to take care of people's teeth, why the fuck are you bussing in people from other countries? What are you doing? What are you thinking? You got homeless people there, and you're dealing with some other random ass people coming in from nowhere. A migrant, a fucking migrant. What the fuck does a migrant got to do with it? They have dentists? Yeah, there's 3 of them in the entire country. I mean,
as well as the food that they have inside that hotel.
I always thought that's the reason why a lot of British people watch my stream, is they saw my teeth and they thought I was one of them.
They're given meal tickets, he said, to be able to go to the restaurant across the road, and he just said that simply wasn't right. He also talked about being on the bus.
Why do so many countries worry about asylum seekers and not their own citizens? I'll never understand. The reason why is because it makes Karens feel good about themselves whenever they vote to help these people. But the reason why they feel good about themselves doing it is because they live in a world of privilege where they never have to experience the zero-sum environment of resource allocation. So in their mind, everything is okay and things are fine. So they're okay with giving away other people's money to migrants because it doesn't matter to them, because they're never going to face any consequences on it. And so that's the reason why it gets voted on. And of course, cheap labor, and obviously there's other types of exploitation that occur that way as well. I think that's a good point. Yes. That's not the reason. It absolutely is. It 100% is. Look at any of these weird protests. It's always, not always, but it is primarily Karens.
With his 8-year-old son and some people he believed to be asylum seekers staring at his son. He said it wasn't right. He said that many of these people abide by different laws, different rules to the kind of thing happening here. So that is what we've been hearing from here. And this, of course, against the backdrop of protests that we've seen in Epping, in
Suicidal empathy? Yeah. I don't know how you can avoid that problem. Like, because it would be a really good thing if we could figure out a way that we could just stop people from voting based off of empathy. Like, just stop doing that. It's illogical. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't help people out. It's usually short-sighted. And also, like, by the way, in a lot of cases, it's not really empathy. It's what makes a person feel good in the moment of making the action. That's really it.
That began last week, about 18 arrests.
No, I don't think it's only women. I think that men do this too.
But also others in Canary Wharf.
Can't generalize.
Also in Southampton, in Nottinghamshire. But here, certainly things starting to calm down.
This is why I've said many times, I try my best to, advocate for less voting, less people being able to vote. And you have this. Oh my God. Wait, so you telling me, hold up, wait a minute. Are you telling me that this happened and is happening right now, and they just randomly happen to do that censorship law on the internet at the same time? Yesterday. Huh. That's crazy. Ooh. Look at that guy. Oh, hold up. That guy's only 2 fingers away. I told y'all it was coming back. And it's 60% back. I said it was 60% back, bro. Like, it's on its way. Nah, he's just a Serbian. Kanye, he's just a fan of Kanye, is that it? Yeah. I don't think something as bad as Hitler would repeat itself. Well, the lucky thing for you is that all of the bad things in history have already happened. Yeah, there are, if you look at history, obviously we've already gone through all of the bad things, all of those horrible moments and everything. This is a thing of the past. Nowadays, maybe you might have a few people killed, it's like a shooting of like 20 people. But other than that, nothing bad could ever happen again. That's it. By the way, I think that if another really bad thing like a Hitler level moment happens, it will be worse than probably anything that we have historically ever experienced. It will be worse than Mao, Pol Pot, Hitler, Stalin. It will be, and it will not even be close. Yeah, it's in the Bible. Yeah, it's coming. I'm not sure that's possible. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. It's gonna be AI. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, that's all right. Well, just clip what I said. Clip it again, and we'll see what happens. So in the rest of Europe, the same will happen. Yeah, technology's improved. It's definitely possible. I don't think that you guys understand. There's one thing that a lot of people don't really understand is the systematic. If you look in history, how many times has one group of people systematically murdered and exterminated another group of people? That's like the whole thing. Really. That's like the whole thing. That's pretty much what they do all the time. Yeah, too many to count. Yeah, all the time. Do you really think that that's never going to happen? You really think that's the reason why you teach people? That's the reason why you try to avoid having situations like this happen, because it pushes you closer to having another one of these bad moments happen. That's it. Holding a cross is pretty fucking hilarious considering Christianity. I love people that say that. Holding a cross is oh, well, look at Christianity. As if Christianity... see, you have to understand that the Bible is, like 1,000 pages long or something like that. But there's a few excerpts in it that says you have to love everybody, which means that you're not allowed to have borders. You understand that with any religious text, whether this is the Bible, the Torah, or the fucking Quran, there's going to be statements inside of those books that are violent and that encourage violence, and there are going to be statements inside of these books that encourage peace. Every single one of them is like this. That's how it is. The Romans invented the cross? I don't know. Love your neighbor? Well, you could say these people aren't your neighbor. Anyway, so let's see here. Again, how do you know this is a protest that's not in America? It's crazy, isn't it? It's really crazy. What are the odds? I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I don't speak British.
God damn it.
Thousands of people have gathered in Birmingham, the second largest city in the UK, for one of the most overt displays of discontent in recent years. The participants from all walks of life came together, proudly waving Union Jacks and St. George's flags, making it clear and decisive that they, the usually silent majority, would no longer stay quiet. Shouts of protest against Keir Starmer, along with the slogan "Free Tommy Robinson Now," echoed through the city centre.
I thought he got let out.
Indicating that this was not just a spontaneous protest, but a call for unity from people who feel the country is being stifled by censorship, injustice, and betrayal from its own leaders.
Yeah, I think that's the way a lot of people there feel. This is old.
The issue at hand
is no longer video. It's a day ago. It says this is from a day ago. This is happening now, right?
Left-wing or right-wing politics, but the voice of the people demanding the right to free expression, fair treatment, and accountability for those in power.
See, this is another big issue, is that there's this sentiment, and I don't live here, so I don't like making sweeping statements. Well, I do it all the time. I just did. But I try to avoid, whenever I know that I'm doing it, making sweeping statements. But it seems very obvious that governments in certain countries in Europe have done things to intentionally obfuscate the amount of crime that migrants are committing in order to make the public not understand that, they are committing crime. It seems very obvious this is happening.
For a long time, concerns about biased media, a justice system operating under double standards, and the erosion of core British values were either ignored or mocked. But that is no longer the case.
Of course.
What is happening in Birmingham is part of a broader awakening spreading across the nation. The truth is, Britain is waking up, while the leadership class is clearly in disarray. Now, let's watch the video. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe.
The longer that these people go without getting their needs met, the more of them that there will be. And eventually, there will be enough of them for them to exercise. And also, the longer they go, the more extreme they will be. Like, I'll look at this like, so there will be a point in time where, you know, apparently these people come over in boats. Right now, the statement is turn the boats away. Eventually, that statement will turn into sink the boats. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, clip it and wait and find out. And there it is. And the longer that you go without listening to people like this and giving them a degree of, you know, like, of fucking credibility, the more extreme and radical they will become.
Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss what's coming next.
And also, the more of them there will be.
Chance for Tommy Robinson, and I just wanted to say a few words because
the Israeli flag's already assigned. Yeah, I know. So we have neo-Nazis siding with Israel now.
Is that the cross?
I think that in general there is the sentiment is against primarily, I would say, migrants that are coming from Middle Eastern countries, and so that's going to be, that is one point of alignment where a lot of people in Britain and also Israelis are going to have like a concerted viewpoint on.
The difference is I was in prison for 9
Middle East, oh, and Africa too, yeah.
He's in prison for 9 months in solitary confinement. I cannot even imagine or begin to fathom what he is going through right now.
Uh-huh.
So, let's have some chanting in Tommy's honour while he's in prison.
I don't know what Tommy Robinson did. I have no idea. I knew at one point, but I forgot. Sorry, but the Brits deserve this. They're the ones that caused the Palestinian problem with their white paper. They should fix this on their own. You're right that the British were instrumental in drawing the lines of Israel and Palestine. That's my understanding in 1946 or 1947. I think that's definitely true. And they do bear accountability for that. I would say that the majority of, and this is my opinion, right? Is that the majority of interventionism that Europe and America has done around the world has been, I think it has been more of a destabilizing force than a stabilizing force. It's ancient history now. Yeah, and also, by the way, here's another issue, and I agree with you. I agree with you in principle, and I think that it was bad. But you're not going to tell a guy that's 25 that he has to live with a blood debt because his grandfather's, you know, like, father did something stupid. Like, again, like, you're never going to be able to win the hearts and minds of people by categorically condemning them as bad actors because of the nature of their birth. So it's stupid. Yeah, exactly. Like, none of the men in this protest were responsible for drawing the lines of Israel and Palestine. So why should they accept and be okay with, damn, bro, they got slots right there, just like on the street. Holy shit. Not even his grandfather's father, but the aristocrats that ran the country 100 years ago. Yeah, that's also another good point. So a Palestinian child should be left holding the bag? It's not about should or not a should. Like you're still living inside of the realm of Reddit, of what's justifiable, what makes sense, what's fair to you. This is something that transcends Reddit arguments and Reddit logic. This is survival and preservation of what they believe to be their country and their own existence. It doesn't matter who's holding the bag. It doesn't matter what's fair. All of that stuff goes out the window. It's not real. Punishing citizens for decisions of past kings is beyond retarded. Yeah, has that ever worked? I mean, isn't that the reason, like one of the reasons why I would say, obviously, you know, the Nazis came to power? I think that's a big reason why. It's because Germany was a shithole after World War I. That's it. Yeah, how'd that work out? Not so good, huh? Who's a wanker? Who's a wanker? Keir Starmer? Oh, yeah, people don't like him.
Grooming gangs, vile predators who prey, they rape, they traffic and destroy lives.
I think this is one of the big reasons why this movement is gaining a lot of momentum, by the way, is because it's been able to successfully engage a lot of women, because they've been able to control the moral high ground of how is it justifiable or acceptable that you have these rape gangs or something like this. Again, I don't live there. I'm not an expert in this, but I hear this a million fucking times, and I hear it enough to where even if it isn't true, to these people, it certainly fucking is. And so if it's happening, they effectively create the moral high ground by being against that stuff. That's the reason why.
The elites overlook it. They look the other way. They provide no protection for English girls.
And I think that's what's really engaged and supercharged this movement. Is the usually, you know, a lot of these types of movements, like especially like these nationalist movements, like I'm going to be honest, they're primarily men. It's like 95% men. And I think still in the case, it is the majority men even now. But the difference is that it has engaged a lot of women now because there has been a compelling argument made for advocating for women's safety. Base, pissed off women at least? Yes, exactly.
English girls don't matter to the elite scum in this country. They matter to us, though. They matter to us.
Yeah.
In Lockburn, Rochdale, Telford, thousands of English girls have been violated, their innocence stolen, their futures shattered by these organised gangs. And what do our so-called leaders do? They cover it up. They silence the truth for their multicultural fantasy. I don't want a multicultural fantasy. It doesn't work.
Take that one, yeah.
I want an English for the English. An England for the English. But we say no more. Our daughters deserve safety.
You don't know what's actually happening. The reason most of this started is the Pakistani Muslim men were targeting thousands of girls
under
we have
the age
a lot.
of 14 I was just kind of
forcing them
around.
into prostitution. Well, that's not really what the problem is. And before you clip me, listen to what I'm going to say. It's not the fact that they were doing it. It's the fact that acknowledging, addressing, and talking about it was considered unconscionable. That's the reason why it was a problem. If it had just happened and then the people who had done it went to jail and it was openly discussed, it was the fact that it was hidden, you weren't able to talk about it, and again, they were told, basically, the implementation, I think, was that it was like a bad thing to discuss. It was allowed to continue. Yes. And so that's what really radicalized people. Yes, obviously them doing it is bad. Of course it's, wow, what a surprise. It's bad to do that. But it's more than that. as considered a hate crime? Yes. If we talk about it,
let's go back to watching some, or not watching, listen to some music. Call my lady real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me look. I'm gonna go AFK for a second. Somewhere around here. I'm gonna go AFK by the city. Let me look at the city and see what they're... Is anybody selling this shit? Huh. Quantity 1. So people do sell the blood bars. 30. People are selling a bunch of stuff. I think I'm gonna make blood bars by the city. I'm gonna start a production line and just make blood bars for everybody. But I'm gonna need like, I'm gonna like go in the woods and like I'm gonna collect branches. I need 30 because I'm gonna make 5 of these. Hold on. Structure must be repaired before dismantling. Makes no sense. How do you repair it? You gotta use a nail, don't you? Shit. Maybe I do it with my house because I like the stove. The problem with the stove. What's up, Phil? The problem with the stove is you can only cook 2 at a time, so it's kind of like, ugh. I need a few more. Like, if I'm gonna do, I want to do like 4 at a time. Like, I don't want to do 2. Let me destroy these and collect sticks. Structure must, dude. They must be decaying, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, yoink. Might as well eat. I might as well eat that, right? Yeah, because I gotta go pick up some stuff downstairs and do a load of laundry. Game audio capture. Hold on, let me do Discord audio capture. We do game audio capture. YouTube audio capture is right here. Game audio capture. There we go. I'm probably gonna do it like out here, somewhere in the woods. If every 30 seconds I could generate like 6, that's 6 silver every 30 seconds. So that's 12 silver a minute. That's fucking solid. And I think people are selling I think people are selling like bloodberry filled bars for 2. Like, let me see. They are. Let me sell this. That'll probably sell like so quickly. Boiled cabbage, 80. Plain omelet, 40. I mean, that's good shit, right? Northwood pot, 20. Chicken eggs, flour. We have a lot of flour. Well, I'm not gonna... Give me my... I actually want my bloodberry bar. I'm gonna have to do my BRB on break. Quick. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Gotta go beat. You, Andre. Let me see. What if I... No, I don't want it right there. That should be good. Okay, I'm back. Hold on, let me go on Discord and see what everybody else is doing. Where is everybody? Are people even over here? Let me see. I'm looking at the map, sorry, excuse me. I would describe what's going on. Enemies are kind of scouting into our territory. They're not really attacking anybody particularly. I'm probably gonna stay on and lurk. I'm probably gonna stay on and lurk and look for an opportunity to on the map when they're attacking. We'll probably generate a response. I don't know why I brought Ash. Excuse me. Alright, let's go. Let's go produce a bunch of food for this town, because dude, there's like no more. Well, there's silver, but if I could produce 12 silver a minute, that's fucking solid. Wait, but where am I gonna store it? If I'm cooking that shit, bro, then I have to go back to the house and do it, because I'm gonna have no place to store it. All right. Well, it's good. It's nice to get around the town at least. Let's go visit some people's houses. Let's see what's going on here. Yoink. Hey. Can I get a ride? Can I get a ride? Please let me get on, sir. Oh, I can't get on. I just want to go check it out. So, I'm trying to think. I wonder if baked like a bakery ovens have to be outside. I gotta go back to the house. Probably remove like the chest that I put down. And then after I do that, just full send the berry production. Dude, we'll take all that wood ash, because wait, which way did I go? I went the wrong way. Rip. Oh, who's coming down? Hold on, an enemy's coming down the road. I think he's gonna be intercepted though. He was, and I'm pretty sure he died right now. Freak. Dude, our city's dope. What's up, Frankenstein? What's going on? The Mad Stormcrow, what's up? Fuck, everybody's so busy. Is that a fucking crow in there? 1, 2, 3. Oops, that was Flint. One, 2, 3. Gotta go fill up those tables when I'm cooking. They pulled out a fucking knife. Ooh, fuck yeah. Structure must be repaired? Fucking how? Gotta carry around a hammer and they're gonna want a fucking nail for that. Time to be super efficient. I'm gonna lower the tavern music a little bit. I can't really lower it. Just lower my headset, whatever. Basically back home now. What's up, Thumbs Z?
Yo, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh shit, yeah, I need to talk to this.
What's up, Supreme?
What's up?
Alright. Oh, let's see. There's gonna be a point where we can just start selling this fertilizer. We've already got two barrels worth.
It wouldn't hurt. Oh, what the fuck?
Bro, what the fuck just happened?
Did you play something? Yeah, if you destroy anything, that'll destroy.
No way, dude! Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
What else, bro?
Oh my god, dude.
Did we have anything? Oh, we had all the pantries up here.
Bro, all the fucking food I cooked, bro. Oh my god.
We had, it's still here, it's down here. We just need to, build the pantries again.
Oh, dude. My bad, dude. That's on me. I should have checked, dude. I didn't know.
I've done it too.
Fuck, dude. Alright, how do we...
I gotta replace the floors real quick, and then we can put them back up there.
What do the tables cost? Let me look. Oh, not bad. I could just chop down those fucking... That's like... We have that. Let me get the shit. Fuck, dude. What the fuck just happened? Did it... Was that was streaming for that? Holy fuck, I think I'm fucking livid right now. There's... right here. Fuck. Bro, what just fucking happened? I feel so fucking embarrassed. Like, how did I do that? Let me see. I have branches. Need branches?
No, you need planks. I forgot you weren't in Discord. I'm just fucking talking to myself.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So we can't place the roofs because you have to desegment this building.
Bro, what?
And then yeah, extra shit. I'm gonna just put the pantry over there. We also can't break anything down to place anything. That also kind of factors in. Yeah. So I'm building this one over here. Just throw as much food as we can in.
Is it fixable?
Yeah, when Kier's gets back online.
Fuck me, sorry,
I don't want to do it.
My bad.
Because I don't know what I can break without it, like...
Dude, what the fuck is this cookie cutter code? Dude, I fucking totally
Did
whiffed
it spawn? Fuck.
What?
We just lost all that food.
Oh my...
RIP, bro. Yeah, I was hoping that I was hoping we had like 5 minutes, but I guess we didn't. I think it's like 2 minutes or less now. Chat. It's okay. I can help you find some food.
Nah, it's
not fun cooking it, but
it's not. Fine, dude. It's on me. I did.
I mean, we have a bunch of wheat. We have a bunch of berries.
Yeah, I know. I did that.
I mean, we're not. We're pretty mad. Yeah, we're straight, bro. I wouldn't even stress it.
I know. It just hurts. I just feel like I lost like 2 hours of progress.
Yeah. I've been there, bro. Trust me. Trust me. It hurts.
Fucking how? Just how, bro?
So what we could do now, because now we don't have a fuck ton of banquet tables, just barrel it up. If we have extra, just barrel it up. Then throw them up on the carts. Line them up on this backside where we have like the drying rack. Line them up over here, and then I'll slowly run all the supplies over to the bigger storage unit. Hey, if you really want to make it up, the southern town, they're buying a fuck ton of berry bars. I'm gonna help cook some up, and I'm definitely gonna go sell some over there.
There's 2 cooking stations down here.
I'm gonna need like 6. I'm gonna set them up outside. Actually, maybe not, because storage is also a factor.
Holy fuck, hold on.
Let's just set them up over here. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bro, what, dude? I really fucking lost all that shit. I do that? How did I not think that that was gonna fuck something up? Fucking feel brain dead right now, dude. So fucking crushing. Yo. You around here? Can you hear me, Kurs? Or Supreme Leader? At least I didn't lose all this whole table. And it's like 1, 2, it's like each table's worth like just a few trees, like 1.2 trees. So 3 tables. Just cut down. What the hell is this? Whatever, dude. Is there another barrel around here? There is. Oh no? Hmm. Okay. Let me go in the Discord. Hey, can you hear me? Alright, so I took all the berries off of this table and I put them in the barrelers. There's 6 barrels worth. You want me to get a cart and load them up? Alright, cool. We have more than 6 barrels. The berry bars, the 3-star berry bars. So I'm gonna just barrel them real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was, dude. We lost a whole nother table. I was. Honestly, it stings a little, but it's on me. Like I fucked up, you know. But I'm just gonna cook another table's worth, and every time we fill up a table, I'll keep like 2 tables full, and then we can go from there. Yeah. Changing my fucking keybind, bro. I cannot. With the V, it's got to be like my back button, mouse button. I cannot do it. Out of season? Bro, what is this fucking... Yeah. I'm not sure. How much do these barrels sell for? Like 40 each or 30 each? Or more? Okay. Okay, let me, yeah. We have 3 barrels worth right now. Maybe more. Maybe one more. Let me look. Well, at least our upkeep got lower. At least our upkeep got lowered a little bit, huh? I got 3 barrels worth. I gotta make more. Let me go min-max the shit out of this. Fuck. What's up here? 3 barrels. I'm gonna do more right now. I'll put my fucking knife down and get back to Gordon Ramsay and the shit out of this. Alright. Honestly, ovens are more useful than fucking hearths. Every 20 seconds. 3 a minute, 6 a minute. Alright, 6 a minute. I'll produce 6 every minute. Maybe watch something on YouTube while I'm doing this.
says, "I'll never be the same after learning what I learned." So he made this post earlier, I guess today. "During my tenure here as Deputy Director of the FBI, I have repeatedly relayed to you that things are happening that might not be immediately visible, but they are happening. The Director and I," that's Kash Patel, "are committed to stamping out public corruption and the political weaponization of both law enforcement and intelligence operations. It is a priority for us. But what I learned in the course of our properly predicated and necessary investigations into these aforementioned matters has shocked me down to my core. We cannot run a republic like this. I'll never be the same after learning what I've learned." The fuck? "We are going to conduct these righteous and proper investigations by the book and in accordance with the law. We are going to get all the answers that we deserve. As with any investigation, I cannot predict where it will land, but I can promise you an honest and dignified report of the truth, not my truth or your truth, but the truth. God bless America and those who respectfully defend her." Yeah, sure. I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like we've had statements like this being made over and over and over. I don't want to hear about how bad the thing is that you heard about behind closed doors that you can't talk about. I want to hear about the thing that you heard about behind closed doors, and I want the people that are doing it to go to jail. Oh, and here's another one here too. This is from Piers Morgan. Kevin Spacey.
"I was very fortunate that President Clinton introduced me a lot of business leaders. I felt he put the president at risk on that trip to South Africa because there were these young girls. And we were like, who is this guy?" So
Whenever you say young girls, do you mean 18 or do you mean 13? Say the number. Because a young girl could be 20 years old. What were the numbers?
I will say this.
There were young girls on those flights.
There were young girls on those flights.
What does that mean?
And that's been out. They've talked about it. I never went to Jeffrey Epstein's island. I did not know him, and I never saw him or her after that morning at Buckingham Palace. He didn't even come to Buckingham Palace. And as I say, I'm not friends with him. I never saw him after that day.
He obviously doesn't want to talk about his lying so bad. Well, I don't know. Maybe he was on the island. Maybe he wasn't. But, you know, having girls that are young on an airplane, I think young needs to be quantified. What does young mean? It's annoying for me to see that word because it doesn't mean anything. What the fuck is that? And so, yeah, I see that happen, and it does annoy the shit out of me. But there it is.
Basically, I'm producing 12 silver a minute.
The shoujo meltdown continues as things get worse for the VTubing company. Of course, the legal mindset will teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney in the Say Fast Facts version. Now, this is going to be a not so fast facts version because I was having some internet troubles. I don't know really what it was. I thought it was my streaming software, I thought it was OBS, but it's probably a connection issue for tonight. So while I get that sorted, I'm going to do this one. It will be a little longer than normal because I've got a lot of stuff I need to cover. Some things I have covered, some things I haven't covered, and we're going to get to those today on this kind of extended Fast Facts version. Please leave a comment and a like below, and I do apologize for those attending the lives and weren't able to see that because, well, my connection wasn't working. So sorry, guys. I love you and appreciate you. But as always, we have a PowerPoint. So let's get through this PowerPoint on the death of the shoujo. So starting out with, of course, the best meme out of this with Case on here. We've got Justin the Gun Run Ignacio. Now, he made an official statement, which I did a separate video on, but I had some additional stuff now that I've simmered down a bit and thought about it. Another thing I wanted to mention about this statement, and as before, I said this is a confession. This is admitting to criminal activity. This in no way removes him from culpability. His attempt to say this was something that he, quote unquote, later learned does not get him out of it. And also, all the proof shows he knew about this. And he was actively fundraising for Iron Mouse during this. We have photos of that. We have proof of that. And he even sent out a congratulations. So him trying to ostrich this is absolutely ridiculous. And he is, of course, as the CEO, responsible for everything in the company, right? At the ultimate, the buck stops at the top, right? That's why you get paid the big paycheck, because you have the big risk, right? So at the top of the food chain, you have the highest risk and the highest reward. If your company is super successful, you can become a Bezos or Elon Musk, etc., right? But if it fails, you can be an Enron, right? And you can be that guy. So that's the risk of CEOs. That's why you take on that burden, and that can ruin you as a personal brand, as an individual CEO, if you are at the head of a company. And now this guy, the gun run, is going to be bearing that for the rest of his life. Now, does that mean the responsibility stops with him? Listen up, Techtown. No, it does not. Of course it doesn't. But he still is responsible as well. So gun run is on the line, and others are too. And what was really funny is, like rats off the ship, we have this guy over here, Mutindo, who immediately, this is a guy who quit, 2 months ago-ish, and he's trying to say, nah, bro, what the absolute F at the gun run, pretending as if he didn't know. This thing was going on for a year, almost, and likely even longer, but at least a year, right? We've got proof that it may be much longer than a year, but certainly when he was there. So yes, he knew about this. This was not a secret. In fact, we're going to show this recently revealed pitch deck that actually shows that this guy would 100% have been there at the time in which this was going down. So trying to pretend that he didn't know this absolutely does not. And further, it wouldn't get him off from being deposed, from being, investigated for his portion, his contribution to this, because certainly this guy, knew something. So, I mean, he's got to, they've got to figure out, okay, what did this guy know? What did he not know? What part of this would he be culpable for or not culpable for? Because there's something that this guy likely did know. And, they were looking at these projections, which, here's part of the pitch deck here in my PowerPoint, and then we'll go over a summary that's been provided on X. You've got a forecast from October 2024, which already wasn't looking good, right? The forecast was already looking not good even in October of 2024. But then you see in January, and this is based on Addison, who got this information over here on X. And I am taking this at its face value. So understanding that, of course, any information can be proven to be not credible, etc. But let's take this at face value because it matches up with concurrent testimony and concurrent reports and pretty much the consistent reports of the talent. So at this point, I am going to take this at face value.
There's
So
another
based
barrel
on what
ready.
Addison says here, Wifey and I got access to a recent VShojo pitch deck.
There's barrels
Some of the stuff is
up there.
really interesting.
Like barrels
TLDR
made.
describes Gun Run as the most well-connected Twitch staff. That is very interesting. Lost $2.5 million in 2024.
Yeah.
What that shows to me is a level of financial negligence that is pretty insane. And I understand that businesses are supposed to lose money the first couple years, but this business has been going since 2020, right? At this point, at some point, you have to start making calls to cut back. And I'm sorry, as an adult, and once again, as a CEO, and this guy is not a child, he's not a kid, he's an adult, you need to make adult business decisions. What does that mean? Scaling back on advertising and marketing. What does that mean? Scaling back on some large events. What does that mean? Cutting back staff. If you have staff that need to be trimmed, they've got to be trimmed. What does that mean? Renegotiating splits if you have to, and then maybe you'd have to lose contracts over that, right? Or changing terms, etc. And understanding that you led people in with an unsustainable model. And I understand that they wanted to have this model that was, oh, the talents first, and oh, we're going to do all this for them. But that wasn't the reality of how a business could operate, and they certainly were not able to operate that way for whatever reason. And we don't know exactly how their finances split out. We don't know where that money was funneling, who was getting what. I'm really, really, really curious to get those balance sheets and show exactly where they were allocating their money. And based on some reports, and I know that CDOG VA did this, it seems like they might have been over budgeting on advertising and marketing, like in Shinjuku Station, when they should have been focusing on, paying for the talents and, paying the talents at all. So there's probably some misallocation of funds. We don't know yet whether there was any true theft of funds.
2 barrels of bars ready. We just need to make the barrels.
For a completely
pack 'em in.
wildly illegitimate purpose outside the business, for example, for personal gain, for buying a yacht, for buying a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. We also don't know what the compensation was for the executives. Were they taking a haircut? Were the executive officers taking a haircut at a time in which they were not paying out their contracts? That's what I want to know. And I have a sneaking suspicion that they were not. But we'll see. We'll see. So even with aggressive growth, they'd still not turn a profit. Even with aggressive growth. And that's unrealistic, right? This includes plans to license out IP. What IP? See, that's the thing. They don't own the IP. So the only way they could do that is if they renegotiated the contracts to take the IP away from the talents, to remove the IP from the talents. The only way to license out IP under those contracts would be to get the permission of the talents to license out that IP. Now, a license can be terminated at any time, right? A license is not a sale, but still, that's a lot. And that is a very interesting element there with regarding the IP that they were planning to perhaps restrict or renegotiate contracts as it relates to IP. So uses the fact they raised $1 million for charity to attract investment. Unable to confirm if it's the 500K. It probably is. It probably is. 10 managers, 10 talent managers, their salaries are included within the cost of goods sold. That's, I mean, once again, there's been a lot of accountants, and shout out to all the accountants that are out there that have said this is ridiculous. Why? And I'm not an accountant, but I've read a lot of budgets, particularly corporate and government budgets. Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense to me, right? 20 to 30 employees, claims IP posts. Now, once again, I don't know whether that's way too much, but they probably had some folks that they could look into saying, hey, look, we're not doing well. We need to work on our budget. And frankly,
do you want to sell some fertilizer too, or not really?
Cut back, and you do have to say,
do you want to sell fertilizer too, or not?
Right. Who do we have here that we can remove?
Because we have
hurting the talents. And from what I
we have so much
with the from the talents in general is that the support just wasn't really there. They weren't getting that support. So what are the talent managers and employees doing? They were not fully supporting the talent as far as the reports I've heard go. Now, I could hear elsewise, but we'll see. Claims.
Not streaming any info to the enemy. Let me look. I'm not streaming info to the enemy. You nerd. No, it blocks whenever I look at the marketplace. Some nerds in my stream telling me I'm streaming intel to the enemy, but I didn't mean nerd, dude. I'm joking. I'm sure you're a nice guy. Kind of fucked up. You're funny, at least. You're stupid. We gotta go sell these food bars and fertilizer at the market so we can make some silver for our upkeep. I've been here speed farming this shit. What's up, Tail? I don't know, just some new guy. Let's see. 6. What the fuck? Why is this? You guys are fucking with me big time. Mattel, is that join or something? I'm actually a moderator. No, you're not. I don't believe you. DM me. DM me on Discord. The moderators are all in Discord. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I felt the same way. Let me turn on some music. Okay. Sick, dude. That makes sense, I guess. Well, if you are a moderator, thanks. But your name's kind of curious. Actually, your name's kind of familiar. Seriously? 2018? Your name does look familiar, actually. Dude, you're doing investigative work on this guy? You're from Foxhole? Are you from Foxhole? Why can't I remember that? That name, like, kind of sounds familiar. I don't like the moderators on Foxhole. Damn, that Lord of the Ring music kind of slaps. Is it too loud? Massive titties? What? Oh, actually, I do remember him. Cuckoo Daddy. I do remember Massive. Since 2018? Was I playing Foxhole in 2018? I don't even know if I was playing. I think I was playing Foxhole in 2018. But was I playing with Massive? Massive is like one of the guys that I first learned how to tank with. Like he's the reason why I feel like I'm a good tank driver. Well, I am a good fucking tank driver, one of the best actually. That's not being humble because it's a fucking fact. They're fucking the Warden team faction's fucking bleeding without me there. Almost done with all these. Dude, the fucking macro The micromanagement is on. I'm on next level micromanagement. Oh shit! I'm running out of space. Colonials? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. I don't remember Cuckold Daddy, though. We 3-man tank? The only Bro, you fucking turd. It's Brandon. Because I only played with another person like that. You fucking nerd. You caught me pretending to be a fucking moderator, you nerd. You had me fucking pulling memory out of the deep fucking dark web of my synapses. Your name wasn't Cuckold Daddy in Foxhole. I think you still had a different name. Was it? No, gross. Brandon, go away. What the fuck are you talking about? How tall am I, Brandon? As people are watching on 3 different platforms right now, how tall am I? Let everybody know. Go back over here. Come here. Look at the table. Look at the table.
Roman's come home yet?
No, I haven't seen Roman or heard him. By the way, this is not Anvil Empire music. This is YouTube music. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. You're so stupid. Load him up. You're so dumb, dude. Oh, let me join your call. Hey, B, I'm streaming your voice. Yeah, can you hear me? This is Aaron. Oh, let me like Discord audio. Alright, you're good. You want me to share your voice on stream or no? Hold on 1 second. Discord audio capture. Alright, go ahead, speak. Go ahead, speak.
Go ahead and speak? That's a little rude. But anyways, as I was saying, we've had a couple of complaints about you sharing intel to the enemy on your streams, as well as reports of you being a recluse and not leaving your house in game to touch grass ever.
Who's reported you? Or who's reported me? Who's that?
I have.
You've reported me.
Numerous times. That's why there's multiple complaints.
Actually, yeah, can you actually?
Unfortunately, have been flagged as a liability. So, who are you making dinner for?
I'm making dinner for the market, for the public to sell.
So, like, people just come into your house and sit down for dinner?
No, well, yes.
Or the market's at your table?
The market, both. Well, yes. I basically made... Oh, sorry, hold on. I keep muting myself. Yes. I basically make it for the house because we have multiple people coming in here. And whoever made the house, they made it on a slope, so they had to make it kind of wonky. So if you like break a
Oh, you didn't build that house?
No, I wouldn't have built this house. My house would be square and you wouldn't be able to walk through it.
Yeah, I thought so.
For maximum efficiency. But we kind of got everything going right now. Wait, why does my mic keep muting? Oh, that's why. Hold on. Sorry, my bad. My mic keeps muting and I forgot why. There we go. I fixed it. So I didn't build this house. We got pretty much almost everything situated. The only thing we need is like a smelter to smelt iron. Actually, I think we do have that. We just got that, so we can basically make end game stuff. But
yeah, I wanted to ask, like, how many people would you say that we need to like run our own section of the map? Like 20 people or more?
What do you want to do? That's a really good question, but I need to know what you want to
do. Probably build like a small citadel type structure and just be self-sustaining, and either we run like a militia that responds to threats in our area of the map, or we like specialize in like either being, boat raiders or fucking pikemen, or specialize in one thing.
So you see this? This is the city of Ravenburg. There's a public market here, and there's multiple public facilities. This was placed here by the devs. There's a static castle. So if you go back, like, if you go back on the stream, I guess, because I'm not there right now, right? But if you wanted to look at it, or you don't have to go on my stream, you can go like look up images. Basically, the devs wanted to create like a safeguard against rushing, because the last dev test they had like a lot of rushing problems, and people would just the dev test would end in like a day or two. So this one's been going. This one's planned to go on for about a week. So what they did was they created a static castle. Now the castle's big. The castle's massive. You would need to build the castle that they built. Dude, like
we don't need a full castle, just like a small fort.
To build like a keep though, you could probably do it with like 4 people if they're all farmers, or they all help farming. You could probably do it with less depending on how much time they have. Because so
if we had 20 people, it'd be solid. Oh
yeah, you'd be able to build a keep. I really want to show you some stuff that's kind of far away, but I can't leave right now because I'm like, I need to package this stuff because we're going to the market. We're gonna sell food and fertilizer, so I can't leave right now.
So,
but basically
the market questions. I have questions.
Yeah, let's go look.
So with the marketplace, that's like a static section of the map, and you go sell things basically to the game, or is it like selling to other players, like buy orders on Albion?
So it's buy orders like Albion. This is the buy orders. These are all the buy orders. I'm sorry. These are all the sell orders. These are what people are selling you can buy. The active orders are the sell orders. This is what people are willing to purchase from you if you bring it to them. So like people want end game stuff. Right? So iron shields, iron shields, wheat seeds, like whenever easy stuff gets put on the market like this, it sells up immediately. Now, why would people go out of the way to bring you 15 wheat seeds for 15 silver, which is a lot? It's because you have like an buy your blood bears. No, we're selling blood bears, bro. We're gonna undercut the market. But anyway,
I would imagine that in this game, like you specialize. Like if you want to be like the fucking woodcutter, like you just specialize. Like your group would specialize in one material.
You could do whatever. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have a base that's like has almost a little bit of everything, right? But you can,
I'm just curious, like, how the game's intended.
The faction, the order is very large, so I think they have like 50 people on throughout the day, like consistently. Like they're cycling that many, and not everybody gets on every day, so that means they have more. They have like 300 active members. These guys have like 3 really super grindy bases. One of them's like a farmstead, and the other one's like a smithy, and then another one's like a forward operating base. So they're kind of massive. That's how they play. They're big. But if you're Yeah, what's up?
So there's no orders up for food right now.
Yeah, I'm curious, like,
there's
when
one
it
order
releases,
for the other key,
like,
but fucking.
If it's gonna be like,
it's like it's not worth it.
like actual feudal systems where like groups
just
or
probably
clans
do
or
this
whatever. Is it
in,
clans or guilds in this game?
In the town storage real quick. It's probably faster.
problem. So there is a feudal system. The problem with the system right now is
see how many
like I was saying, there's a
fill up.
bottleneck on silver, right? So if you log on and you collect stuff, or you go and you find silver jars and you open them up, you get a lot of silver initially, up to like 120,
things
I
on the
think,
market right now
or
are really,
maybe
like,
even
weapons and
160, and then it shuts you down and it stalls you for a couple hours, which is it's a significant amount of hours. I think it's like 6 hours. So basically, what's happening is if you build big bases with high upkeeps and you're only one person, you literally have to be productive and be actively participating in the market in order for you to upkeep your base. Otherwise, you have to have multiple members who can log on every couple hours.
Yeah. What I'm asking is like, so you know how in Foxhole you could basically run your clan and you guys could do everything in house. With this game being a medieval style game and like that age and era, you know, one clan didn't do everything. They did like specific things. Like you had farmers, you had hunting gatherers, you had hunters. Do you think the game will be structured like that, or everybody's going to try to do everything in house?
I think the game will be structured like that, in the sense, in terms of population. It'll be structured like that to the sense where if you have 3 guys that want a homestead, their progression is going to be super slow unless they specialize in something. So like if they wanted to, you know, trade with people, they probably have a faster time trading and getting a diverse amount of resources if they just specialize. So yeah, I think
is there fishing?
There is fishing. And
okay, not a gun.
On a, it's actually
no, it's okay.
Cool.
I don't need to know anything about any other game mechanics. I'm fishing.
The fishing's cool. So let me show you something on the map again. Let me try to show you. Okay, so this is a lake, right? There's like 6 fishing spots on this lake. And they, at a random amount of time, they like re-roll. I can really only go out there and catch 6 fish at a time. And then, however, further away on the map, let me do this. Hold on, let me show you. So over here, like nobody's over here. Or if they are, I don't know about it. This is the enemy territory. I'm not really giving anything away. Look at all this ocean. Look at all that fishing potential.
Mm-hmm.
Let me zoom out because look at all this shit. Yeah, you can.
By the way,
you can fish to your heart's
just so you know, when you're showing me stuff, it is on a delay. So like right now, you just opened your map and I'm showing you the ocean.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those islands, I would want to do something like that. Like go fucking set up on the island and like the island defenders and like maybe do a fishing colony or something. I think that should be fun.
That'll totally work. That'll definitely work. Let me grab all this excess food because I'm not gonna.
I figure with 20 people, we could probably claim a small island or at least be a large group on one of the larger islands.
Yeah. So by myself, I pretty much just 3, 1, 2, 3. I pretty much just filled up like a whole fucking ass cart of resources, like food to sell.
Do you have any keys for the game or no?
No, I don't actually. Cannot.
Can you ask Can you ask that moderator that's in your chat for a key?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Mr. Daddy. If you're still in the stream, do you guys have any like spare keys? Mr. Daddy, are you there? I mean, I wish I knew his in-game name. Not for my boyfriend?
What?
He said not for your boyfriend.
Who?
The fucking moderator, I guess. Dude, who's selling this many berries for 9? Anyway, whatever. They're selling what silver? They're selling berries for 1 silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. So I could sell them 30 each. I'm gonna put them on the market. Where's my boy at? I'm just gonna put them on the market. Or I don't have any more berries to cook. Food don't have spares. Where are you putting? Hold on, let me look at all the markets real quick. Hold on, sorry guys. Let me look and see who's selling food. Barrel roasted hog legs, there's 60 each. Treacher barrels. Okay. Blood filled bars, 25. Somebody's undercutting everybody. Who the fuck is undercutting everybody? $50 members waiting for keys, huh? Damn. And what guild are you in? What regiment are you in? We should kiss, huh? Coco, what are you doing there? Over here just instigating. I'm gonna drive down to this place and I'm gonna put some stuff on the market. You guys can't see my map, sorry. I'm gonna go to a town that's kind of further away that doesn't really have berries on the market.
That doesn't have many berries on the market.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of silver to sell, worth of berries to sell, and I'm not looking to get a lot from him.
Wait, is there cattle and shit in this game?
Yeah, hold on one second.
And can you pick the skin complexion of your characters?
Sorry, everyone. German-speaking farming regiment. Got it. You guys only speak German and only allow Germans in. It's kind of elitist. I mean, I fuck with it. I think I'm just gonna go, dude. Honestly, the berries is gonna be like the best way for us to make money. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go pick more berries and sell them.
Dude, I already see the best way to make money.
Wow.
A courier service.
A courier service.
Fucking run people shit around for them.
Honestly, the only reason I haven't taken it to the market yet is because I didn't want to walk.
Have to run
there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We'll make dark skinned characters and make a courier service.
Relax.
No, it's so that the enemy can't see them. They blend in with the trees.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll call it something like slave fee courier service or something like that.
Supreme wanted me to do something specific with that, but 30 barrel regularly? Are they actually selling? In what city? What city are you selling them at? These are my beds. Dude, who is making all these ones? Who are these doing these level 2 ones? These filled bars. We gotta eat those. Those are useless. Hey, I got a question for you. Question. Oh, question. The cart, I'm just gonna leave it there. We have fertilizer in here. And then we have fertilizer in a chest over by the barrel. There's no berries. There's no berries in the north and west country.
What?
There's no berries in the market that's south east of us.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's kind of cooked.
It is. Well, I mean, I don't know if people are willing to buy berries over there. I feel like people are more towards the border.
I'm gonna just throw them in the storage for now, and then we'll see if we need them later. We probably will.
Okay. I mean, worst case scenario, the timer runs out and they go public, so no big deal.
Yeah, it's not gonna run out.
Can you show me what chopping a tree down looks like?
Right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go chop some tree downs real quick.
Alright.
Do we have no more axes?
Oh, I'm gonna make a little bit more berries.
No
we should.
axes.
They're upstairs. They're upstairs.
Upstairs, man? You're hoarding all that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, what an axle.
This is their keep it. There, I actually have access to everything. These guys are pretty cool with me. Like this is like end game gear. They've lost a couple sets because they. Not trying to throw them under the bus, you know, sets get lost, but they went to go kill like a bear, and they all had iron armor sets, and then 2 other guys rolled up to help them kill the bear, and they were the only 2 that died, and the guys that rolled up to help kill the bear kind of skadoodled their armor. So it'd be your
Tell
own
me they
people.
got wrecked by a bear.
Yeah, they got dude. The bears are fucking dirty, dude. I mean, it'd be your own people, you know.
They do. They got bear necessity.
Okay, so this is. Let me look for enemies. Enemies don't usually make their way down here, but Supreme doesn't really have anything gated off because they built on a slope and it's just not really well defended. But we
Are
have
there NPC towers like Foxhole or no?
No, there's no NPCs. I was a part of a siege earlier, and it was pretty cool.
So there's nothing to defend your homestead when you're offline?
No, bro, you just gotta. Honestly, I think the best way to do it is instead of building a homestead, if you've got a small crew of people, get a boat, first get a house, then get a boat, and the house, make sure that the house is in the city, pay your taxes in the city. And
there's taxes?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pay your taxes in the city. So pay your taxes in the city, sell the silver, you know, get your silver up, and then sell the fish. I mean, that's the best way to go about it, honestly.
Who am I paying taxes to? You're talking king?
The keep. So basically, if you get enough people to become members of the castle by paying a tax, you get enough people to become a serf. The serfs all vote on a lord. The lord of the castle is in control of the silver and what you guys do with it and what you guys invest. So basically, it's a popularity contest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like 100% democracy, with, you know, a little bit of fascism.
I don't think it's democracy at all. It's how many bots can I make?
It's true. You're so stupid. It's like democracy, and then everybody votes, true democracy, and then it immediately turns into communism.
Hell yeah, brother. That's how we like it.
I was trying to see if this tree would like fall on me and fucking cave my skull in, but I guess it doesn't work like that. So that was chopping trees. That's iron tools. Flint and stone tools take some time. You basically... Oh, oops. Don't put them in there. I just want a storm for now.
This is going to be a very slow-paced game, it looks like.
No. That's quick, dude. That was... You don't have any idea. I mean,
No, I mean, like, with how much clicking you do. Like, you have to click the tree, click the log on the floor, click the cart, click the tree into the cart, click the cart to carry the cart.
Yep.
It's a lot of clicks.
That's the bottleneck, dude, honestly.
How many clicks you could do.
So they bottleneck you on silver. Somebody was telling me earlier, like, if the devs, instead of having like a live economy, if they just set the market price on things, like, because there's a tavern that sells, I think it sells like meat or something.
Yeah, there should be both. The best systems are always both.
Yeah.
The game buys some and players buy some.
But the prices he was quoting was kind of like ridiculous. It's like, how are people supposed to make money? But the good thing about the keep system that they have, which I actually like, is the silver. If people live inside the city, the more people that live in the city. Oh yeah, farming does take time. Like tanning takes like in between 3 to 5 minutes. I would say 2 to 5 minutes because some stuff does quick. But basically, the recyclement system of silver is the Lord of the Keep. What's Takeshi last saying? 1 hour for the field to grow, he's saying. But the silver recycling system is you pay taxes, it goes to the keep puts buy orders on the market, people buy the stuff on the market, or they sell it to the market from like what they you know, the Lord is setting what he wants for the castle or the area.
So if the Lord goes AFK from the game, it's fucked, basically?
I think there's like a safety system. Like I think he has to log on.
I see.
Yeah. But that's the recyclement of silver. If you're in a homestead, your silver disappears. Your silver doesn't go back to the keep, from what I understand, unless something's changed. Because there is silver is drying up. People need to actively go to the keep, purchase stuff in the keep, pay taxes in the keep, and keep the flow of silver recycling within the bounds of the keep.
So silver's kind of like tech scrap, basically.
Yeah, but you can recycle it. There's no reason that there's no reason why a keep should be low on funds, honestly. But it is that way. Why? Because you have big guilds that have multiple bases that have silver upkeeps, and when you put the silver in the homesteads, they just disappear, which is fine. The problem isn't one homestead. The problem is one large guild having multiple homesteads doing all the work for the keep, and the little guy who has one house, if he's on and he wants to play for a long period of time, I mean, his silver is going to run out in upkeep if he has a decent sized base. Because one person, it takes time, but 1 to 3 people can build a pretty decent sized base, like a gated base, and it not be impossible, right? It's not ridiculous.
You know what I have to say to that?
What?
I used to play Ark, right?
That's, you know what? And to how you play Ark, everybody needs to play that way if they're solo to 3-man and they have a large base like we do. We have 5 dudes and we're kind of late game. We had to trade. We couldn't do it. We had to take what resources we have, roll up to a bigger clan and be like, yo, can you please buy this on the low? Because nobody's buying it. Or can we trade for it,
Is there a haggling Discord set up yet?
No, that's actually.
I think I'm just going to be a businessman in this game. Yeah, I do.
If you wanted to, you could probably run your own town.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a guillotine in this game?
There's no guillotine, but that'd be cool if they put it.
What about stocks? Is there stocks?
I don't think so. No.
Is there a whip?
No.
Are there shackles?
No. That's cool.
All right, this game needs more updates.
Takashiba said you have to socialize to get shit done, and he's 100% correct. I mean, if I wasn't talking, hey, what are you doing around here? Guys just rolling by, grabbing shit. Literally just grabbing shit from our fucking base. Hey, you need help? He's literally gonna grab shit right now. You need stuff? I'd rather just give it to him than him fucking. Do you need tools or something, bro? Alright, fuck.
So you can just go into other people's houses and steal their shit?
Some things that you don't claim. These horses, I had to claim them. It says unclaimed for family. I'm hovering over it right now. If I didn't have it claimed, because somebody made the horses or breeded them or whatever, or captured them, and they didn't claim it, and I rolled up on it, I'm like, oh shit, it's unclaimed. So I had to claim it manually. If somebody rolled up, they could have fucking just jumped on the horse and bounced. So long as you're claiming shit, if you put a box on the outside, you make sure it's claimed.
I see.
I'm just gonna fill up this.
Oh, you just have a water slide? That's nice.
It's an aqueduct, and I don't know how he did something to it to make it
sick as fuck.
Well, he has 6 different spouts, and you can only usually do 3. I don't know how he overlaid them like that. The devs are probably gonna fix that. And then what else is there in the game? This game has changed a lot. If you were watching this for the first time I ever streamed it, you probably you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on this. But right now it's in a really playable state. If it was out, people would just be playing it. But they would have to implement city systems where it's
Yeah, I'm waiting to play it because I want as many of the features and bugs and shit to be good to go before I start sinking time into it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's not even they don't even allow you to purchase it right now. You know what I mean? It's free. The fuck? Hold on. Something's going on with my fucking character. The fuck was that? Oh, I was like standing on the cart or something. I was bugged out. What the fuck? My wood branch. Alright, that's bugged. I'm not gonna fuck with that. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for it to delete. But there's a bug in this. There's a bug right now, where if you go in the underground cave system where you mine for ore, the mines basically, it's its own server, and it's like randomized, and there's ore and bosses, like mob bosses, like wolves and like fucking bats. There's a bug where if your game crashes while you're in the cave and you try to log on and you click remnants, you log into a black screen. And your character logs out in the cave and you're never able to get out. So if you're alive,
locks you.
Yeah, it just locks you in. So some people can't play right now.
Good feature.
They're like, oh, what the fuck? And they used to, when you chop down trees, you get branches. They used to not drop branches. So that's also good.
It is good. I think trees probably should drop branches.
I think so too. I think that was a great implementation on their part.
Yeah.
I should probably replant those trees, honestly. I don't want to be... I'm being lazy, but we kind of need to plant them.
So when do you unlock tanks?
I don't think you unlock tanks, bro.
I think that's how it should be. Should do the war, and then like the last 48 hours of the war, they just fucking start releasing Foxhole tech.
That'd be pretty fucking funny. The last 48 hours, like it's all researchable.
Yeah. Yep, it just immediately like it's you still have to research it, but it's like times 100 speed. Start getting the fucking end game tech right away.
The horses are kind of...
I'd be willing to take a guess that they're not very smooth.
Somebody said they produced 60 bars of barrels today. Yeah, they had to increase the spawn 2 days ago. Berries and animals weren't spawning. And Flint wasn't spawning. The only thing that was spawning was branches. And then yesterday, there was a major silver issue. Even like the biggest clans had problems with getting enough silver, so everybody's base was decaying. So that kind of got fixed today. I think maybe there is an update. If it didn't, people just figured that they need to go shop in the fucking... They figured it out, you know what I mean? So everybody was kind of having the same problems. Really want to get this, but I can't pick it up for some reason.
So, Mr. Aaron.
Yeah.
I don't want to pull you from what you're doing, but are you interested in playing Albion with me for like an hour?
Yeah. And get off right now.
You can also say no, because I could play a different game.
It's not really fixed, Takeshi Box. What was the update for then? I'm wrapping up. Hold on, let me tell Supreme and get it off.
Yeah, they released a new game mode that's super gay.
Oh, Lord's did that. Okay.
So I figured you would like it.
What? What game
It's
mode?
basically like Dark and Darker, where you get in groups of 2 or 3, and you go into like a big dungeon and collect loot and buffs and kill other players. But when you die, you don't lose your gear. You just lose everything that's in your inventory.
I'd be down to lose my gear too.
Yeah, that's kind of where I think it's gay, but everybody's been playing that game mode. It's kind of ruined the game a little bit.
I'm not going to start a new stream. I'm just going to keep rolling with this stream.
You can change the title.
Yeah, but it changes the title for the whole stream. Actually, I'm gonna restart the stream. Everybody watching, thank you. I'm gonna restart the stream. I'm gonna be going on what do you call it? Albion Online. So if you guys watch that.
All right, I'm gonna feed these animals real quick, and I'll be there.
For sure. All right, Takeshiba. Thanks for coming and watching. Everybody else, thanks for watching. You guys take it easy. Have fun.